It's the same with the workshop of our mind as we open up this first section of Proverbs. It needs a purpose. The accrual of knowledge, or what we might call wisdom, without actually understanding the Hebrew word, it needs to be going somewhere or to someone, or it's useless. Right? So you all know that one smart person, you call him Mr. Smarty Pants. Like, they know a lot, but they don't do a lot. It's like, I'm not even sure Mr. Smarty Pants is the right word, because it's like they're not going anywhere. They could just be in sweats. Mr. Smarty Sweats, right? Sitting around the house. But Proverbs opens by giving us that he's going to give us three things for three things. Verse 1 says to know wisdom and instruction, to understand words of insight. So the three things for three things that we get, all right, first we have wisdom. And if we define it biblically, if you do a word study on the Hebrew understanding of that word, it would be applied knowledge. Right? It's not just Yoda sayings from Star Wars, right? If there's no application, it's just knowledge. Wisdom isn't complete without an application. It's the idea of having skill. In fact, sometimes the Old Testament will use that word wisdom when it talks about craftsmen. It's having skill or having wit, being able to use that in some way, verbally, practically, in dealings. That's what wisdom, and of course, then if I'm going to apply things, well, sure, I have to know it. So I need instruction. But we soften the word instruction when we actually look at the Hebrew word used here. This word connects quite often to, discipline. We understand that. I need self-discipline. But also, here we have an instructor teaching a student. They need to receive discipline. The word is connected with chastening, being chastened, being corrected, given warnings, which we know are about to come right here in the chapter, right? So instruction is, honestly, maybe there is a Yoda saying in there. Oftentimes it's, unlearn what you've learned. I'm going to need to correct your thinking. But that means some of my thinking is wrong. That's just your opinion. Now the Bible would say some of my thinking is wrong and needs corrected by someone who is deep in the faith in the Word and using it correctly. Insight, then. It's so then I can pass that on. I'm able to interpret. I'm able to discern. And then if I'm going to apply that wisdom, what am I going to do? I'm going to disciple others. Right? Wisdom is not about being the smartest guy in the room. Wisdom is not about being learned or pithy. Right? All of life is a tightrope between two things. If God gives me wisdom, it's all right, to what end? And by what standard?